Wanted to show everyone the new welding cart I built. 1x1 square tubing or rectangle tubing and 1x1 square tubing 1/8 inch wall. It's pretty solid. And these I just cut out of, I believe it was 3/8. It looks like 1/2 inch. Yeah. So just 1/2 inch plate. I cut little squares and then welded it and sanded it down to the rectangle tube for wire wraps. And I did one up here for the power cable, and then I run an extension cord to that so I don't have to unravel this. And you know, you got the plasma cutter on the bottom, so it's the same thing as ground cord, and then electrode. I did perforated plate. This is 1/8 inch. I got off of, I think it's like McNicholson or something like that. And I just cut it to fit pretty snugly, and then just welded each little piece. And then I could sand it down. I don't think I'm going to bother. I like there being like kind of a little ramp there. But it came out well. Needs a good cleaning, but you know, it came out well. Welded some steel caster plates onto the bottom, and then just screwed the casters on. That way I could take them off if I need to change them or whatever. I almost always do plates to screw the casters in rather than weld the casters directly to the cart. Here I did an overlap. I just cut everything but this tab and then welded around it, and then sanded most of it down. Everywhere else is just butt joints. I think there was a miter on this corner, but other than that, yeah, everything's pretty straightforward. I originally didn't have these middle horizontals, but I thought it could use them. I didn't want to do the wire retention on the top there, because then it would be bulky around the door and you'd have issues opening the door over there. So I did horizontals, you know, 2 inches lower, and then I've got the wire wraps. That worked out really well. Let me think if there's anything else worth talking about. I had to make sure that these would clear. I didn't want to drop it all the way to the bottom of that tube, or else we'd have issues here. This still opens, which is nice. You got to watch out for that. Still working on retention. Probably have to hold it a certain way, or I might have to add another one and tie it straight. We'll see how that goes. The little retention here, normally this isn't tight, but I cinched down on it last time. But normally you can just turn this, or I could weld like a piece of rod like this to where I can just use my hands. But I did a stop here, and then I welded a weldable hinge on the back, so it just opens and closes. I'm thinking about adding like a plate on the bottom here to keep it from sagging, because when this comes out, when it's closed, it's alright, but as soon as it opens, it sags down on this end. I don't love that, so I'm going to see if I can remedy that. If not, I mean, it still works. You just have to do it two-handed. I'd rather be able to close it, cinch down on it, and done, but we'll see. Overall, I'm stoked on this thing. I would have bought this if it was like this. Most of the store-bought versions I really don't like. I also like that it's steel. Some people like to paint everything. I personally don't like painting it, but I understand it's also going to rust. So, might try a clear coat. I've had clear coat scratch off, so I might, might just oil it down. Hope it doesn't rust, or might break down, paint it. We'll see. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to help. Thanks.